What's up guys, this is iTweaks here with iPhoneHacks.com, and this is Aeuria LS. Now this is actually a free tweak that you can download in Cydia, and it's actually a really cool one at that. So this is a lock screen tweak that's going to give you just basically your time right here in this nice little white circle. But there's a lot of customization that you can do with this tweak, and you'll even notice that it has a nice animation right there if you slide over to your passcode. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. It just looks really good. It's a nice little touch rather than, the normal just either slide over or the fade in. So you can actually just type that in or use your Touch ID, and then we're going to jump over here into our settings, and then we're going to go into the settings for Aeuria. So let's go ahead and open that up, and you can see right here that we have quite a few little sections. We have the clock face settings, we have the style settings, and we also have the passcode page settings and a few other settings here. So if we jump into the clock face settings, you can see that you can actually change this from text to digital to analog. So just to quickly look at this, you can see that we can just jump back to the lock screen without respringing our device just to see what that looks like. So that looks pretty cool. Actually, my favorite so far has been just the default settings, but you can see right here, if we jump back to the lock screen and we check out the analog, you can see what that looks like as well. Looks pretty cool. So now let's jump over back into the settings and get out of this. And you can also change this to the time format to the 24-hour time, and you can show the AM or PM if you're using digital. So you can just toggle those on right here. Now you also have 3 clock face fonts. So if you want to change that up, then you can do so. If you tap on this, it's actually giving you a little pop-up window that's just, attention to detail with this tweak is very, very good. So you can see as you scroll through here that it actually gives you a preview of the font, which makes it a whole lot easier to select the font that you want. So let's just go ahead and randomly choose one. We'll choose this one. And then before we go back, let's change this back to the text so we can actually see the change. And now let's go ahead and check it out. So you can see what that looks like. Not the best. I actually like the default better, but the good thing about that is you can always reset the above settings. So you just tap on reset and it changes it right back to the default settings. Now if we come back down here to style, you can change the main color. So that white color that we have right there, you can actually change this up by sliding your finger across right here, and then you can actually drag the little pin drop or whatever that is to the color that you want. So then you just tap the little check mark and you can see that that's the color that it's changed to. So now when we go back here, you'll notice that it's not white anymore, but it's going to be that blue color right there. So a lot of different colors you can choose from using that color wheel right there. And going back to the settings, if we go down here, you also have the lock screen color alpha, so you can change that up if you want to. You can use the blur instead of color just by toggling this on, and then change the blur type. And if we just leave this as normal and go back, you can see if we jump back to the lock screen one more time, you'll notice that it's pretty faded, as you can see right there, quite a bit of opacity. If we scroll down some more, you also have the background overlay color, which you can change up. So rather than being white, you can change that to whatever you want with that same little color picker that you have there. Let's go ahead and close out of that. You also have the background overlay color alpha, so you can change up the opacity as well. You can hide the status bar just by toggling that on. And again, if you screw anything up, if you don't like how it looks, you can always reset all the above settings. So that's always nice as well. So going to the passcode page settings, you can see right here that you can hide the inner passcode text just by toggling this on. You can also hide the 0 button for some reason if you want to do that. I'm not sure why that is. I guess maybe some people think it looks better. You can still use the 0 if you have the 0 in your passcode. It'd still be tappable, it's just not there. But going back here at the very bottom, we also have some other settings. So right down here, it gets a little more technical. But really, if you tinker with this, it doesn't really matter too much. If you don't know what you're doing, that's fine, because you can always scroll down here to the bottom because you have that reset above settings option right there. So you can tinker with this. You can change the analog hand outer width. This is basically completely customizing the way that it looks on your lock screen just by changing these values right here. But again, if you screw anything up, just go ahead and reset it, and then you'll be good to go. But let me know what you guys think about this tweak in the comments below. A lot of people have actually been asking me about this just because I've had it on my device, but I haven't done a review of it. So here it is. Download it and let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. If you guys want to see more of my videos, then go ahead and subscribe. Alright, until next time. Peace.